Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Breaking news from Detroit's west side, where one person has died in a fire. Thank you for joining us this noon. It happened on Detroit's west side in the area of Evergreen and Joy Roads, and that is where we find Pamela Osborne this noon. Pamela, what have you been learning?
Well, Rhonda, this is really the kind of neighborhood where people know each other fairly well. You can see neighbors gathered, really just trying to unpack what happened here this morning. The man that I spoke to, he's standing over there. When he realized there was an issue here on Braille Street, that his neighbors had an emergency, he ran right out. Take a listen at what he saw when help arrived.
When he kicked the door in, that's when all the smoke, like it was just black smoke, like thick, just came out of the side door. And then when he kicked in the front door, it really just, poof, like backdraft, just came out. That's the perfect way I can see it. I didn't see any flames or anything like that, but it was really smoky, and then the roof started to really get bad smoke. So I'm like, oh, I mean, that was just like, man, I hope they're okay.
And the couple that lived in that home, both are in their 80s. They had to be pulled out. We have confirmed, unfortunately, with fire officials that the man did not survive his injuries. At last check, the woman is believed to be in extremely critical condition this noontime. As we come back out here live, you can see fire investigators are still here on the scene. We're going to check back in with them and see what other information we can get. And as soon as we get those updates, we'll, of course, pass it along to you. For now, reporting live on Detroit's west side, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
All right, Pamela, thank you. And so very sad. We will continue to monitor this story for you, bring you updates both here on Local 4 and click on Detroit.com as any new updates come along throughout the afternoon. The other big developing story that we're following this noon is the fallout from that fight that broke out at the Kohl Center last night. This happened in Wisconsin after the Michigan-Wisconsin game. Wisconsin wins that game 77-63 over Michigan. And this is the video that we've all been seeing of the Michigan men's basketball coach, the head coach, Juwan Howard, slapping his hand against another assistant coach's face during post-game handshakes. Reactions to his actions are continuing to pour in. And the very latest on how everything unfolded and what sparked it all. We sent it out to Priya Mann, joining us live from Ann Arbor. Priya?
And Rhonda, there's no shortage of opinions, whether it's in the newsroom or here on campus. You know, some say Juwan Howard should be fired. Others say he should be suspended. And then some say he didn't do anything wrong. He was just protecting himself. You know, a frustrating season for U of M's men's basketball team just got worse after Wisconsin beat Michigan 77-63 last night. The melee breaks out in the handshake line between Michigan coach Juwan Howard and members of the Wisconsin coaching staff. In the final moments of the game, Wisconsin head coach Greg Gard called a 30-second timeout. Some say Howard took offense to that. As the two head coaches approached each other in the handshake line, the Wisconsin coach put his hand on Howard's arm to explain why he called the timeout. Howard backed up and put his hand on Gard's chest and told Gard he wasn't going to forget the timeout, and things just devolved from there. As Howard and Gard continued to talk heatedly, more Wisconsin coaches arrived, and that's when Howard reached out and hit the Wisconsin assistant coach as Michigan players then jumped in. Today, the National Action Network Michigan spoke out in front of the president's house saying they don't condone violence, but an equitable approach starts by calling into question the initiators, in this case, Coach Gard's behavior. Take a listen.
There have been too many people who have issued a rush to judgment. And in this rush to judgment, they have demonized the athlete as well as the coach, Juwan Howard.
And we're also hearing from U of M's athletic department in a statement released last night. They say there is no excuse for any of our staff or student athletes to get into a physical altercation with others, regardless of instigating factors. We will review the situation more thoroughly and work with the Big Ten Conference as they determine their disciplinary actions, and will determine if further disciplinary actions are warranted. So I mentioned that they spoke outside the president's house today. Just want to show you these signs have been up for months. U of M, no stranger to controversy. These signs, of course, up for Dr. Anderson. Then you have the former president who was fired, and then you have the provost as well. So a lot of controversies facing U of M right now. And of course, this just does not help their image. We'll be talking to students here and hearing from analysts coming up. We'll have much more tonight at 5 and 6. Reporting live in Ann Arbor, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
All right, Priya, thank you. Now to new information on the fire that tore through the iconic clubhouse at Oakland Hills Country Club in Bloomfield Township. The fire department is beginning their investigation into how that fire started. And not long ago, the president of the Oakland Hills Country Club board addressed the situation. Here's just some of what he had to say.
Our tennis building, our golf shop, golf operations building, and our maintenance facility were all untouched. So the board unanimously made an easy decision and determined that the rebuilt clubhouse will be a replica of what the iconic clubhouse was before the fires.
We are told that some of the historic memorabilia from inside of that clubhouse were saved. Stay with Local 4 News as we continue to bring you updates on that devastating fire. The world is watching, waiting, bracing for Russian President Vladimir Putin's next move. And as Bree Jackson reports, NBC News has learned that U.S. intelligence shows Russian military officials have been given the green light to invade Ukraine.
The White House says President Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin have agreed to a summit in principle. Now, that's on the condition that Russia does not invade Ukraine. Citing credible intelligence, U.S. officials say Russia's military has already been given orders to invade Ukraine. NBC News has confirmed following military action, Russia has a list of targets to be killed. The Kremlin calls the claim an absolute fake.
We believe that any military operation of the size, scope, and magnitude of what we believe the Russians are planning will be extremely violent. It will cost the lives of Ukrainians and Russians, civilians and military personnel alike.
This comes amid increased tensions in the region, with more than 1,500 explosions over the weekend. The U.S. alleges Russians are trying to create a pretext for war, claims Russia denies.
There is no innovation, and there is no such plans.
Ukrainian officials are calling for an immediate ceasefire.
We have already 2 people dead, 11 people wounded, and it keeps going as we speak.
The U.S. is threatening sanctions if an attack occurs, including disrupting Russia's economy and flow of oil.
The president has all the power he needs to do it.
While also warning Americans could face consequences, ranging from higher gas prices to cyber attacks.
It's certainly part of their playbook.
The administration is leaving the door to diplomacy open.
We will go the extra mile on diplomacy.
Secretary of State Blinken plans to meet with his Russian counterpart Thursday. And both meetings with Russia largely depend on Russia's actions in the coming days. President Biden does plan to have a virtual meeting with G7 leaders on Thursday to discuss the crisis in Ukraine. In Washington, I'm Bree Jackson for NBC News.
All right, Bree, thank you. And of course, what is happening in Ukraine does hit close to home here. Let's check in with Paula Tutman for more.
Hi, everyone. Just wanted to jump in for a quick moment to let you know what I'm working on for our 4 and 6 o'clock news. Emotional interviews right here in the metro area, as well as in Ukraine, where Ukrainians are evacuating right now in advance of what they feel is an imminent invasion from Russia. This woman, Natalia, just left Detroit 3 weeks ago after studies at Wayne State University. While she was here and studying, she also volunteered to keep local teens from committing suicide. Now she fears for her own life.
When people were died. So, yeah, I worried about this.
And a journalist who came to Detroit to shoot a documentary on how to rebuild cities is now fleeing the very city she hoped would be able to emulate our progress. She is speaking through a local friend.
Right now, in eastern Ukraine, situation is very worrisome and dangerous.
Heart-wrenching accounts from Detroit to Ukraine. These are the stories I'm working on for you today. I'll see you today at 4 and 6. Let me throw it back to you for now.
All right, Paula, looking forward to those stories later today. We do expect here to learn more after 2 adults and a child were found dead, shot to death inside of a home. The discovery was made on Sunday afternoon on Evergreen near Fenkell by other family members on Detroit's west side. Investigators hope surveillance video can help them figure out what may have led up to that shooting. Also making headlines, a car crashes right into a home in Livonia, landing just inches away from a man who'd fallen asleep on a sofa. Nick Monticelli has a closer look at what exactly happened.
boom, just a huge boom. Woke our neighbors up.
As cliche as it sounds, Cheryl Facione and her husband Tony really are lucky to be alive today after a car not only hit their house, but crashed through it early this morning. Cheryl was asleep upstairs.
I was upstairs, and it actually, because of the impact, blew the closet door, and that's where the access is to the attic, and I had insulation on me on the nightstand.
And Tony was asleep on the couch downstairs, mere inches from where the car collided with their front door.
He was right there. It missed him by inches, truly. So we just praise God that he's okay, I'm okay.
So let me walk you through this. The driver of the car going so fast that when he hit the curb here, the car went airborne, flying over the front yard and then into the home. But not just into the home, actually through the home. Take a look at this photo taken by a neighbor. You can see the front of the car actually almost outside of the back of the home.
But the guys, I was talking to them, and they said they've never seen a car be able to, with such force, to go through the house like that.
Ironically, the Facione's son is a Livonia fire captain. He was not on duty, but of course came anyways. And surprisingly, despite a car flying through their home, both Tony and Cheryl are staying optimistic.
I feel really calm, but at the same time, it's, you know, the reality, I think, hasn't really hit truly yet, so.
In Livonia, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Still to come, with states easing pandemic restrictions, what precautions should parents of young children be taking if they're too young to get vaccinated? What the experts have to say after the break. Brandon?
Rhonda, a mild Monday, a pleasant President's Day with temperatures in the 40s, 50s the next couple of days with a little wet weather in there. And I'm also tracking snow. Local 4 News today at noon continues next.